Hello, it's me, Jen Audette, one of your Scentsy Superstar directors. And we just have so many new people on our team. It's so exciting and so amazing. But let's face it, this can be really overwhelming. So many of you are saying, I'm having a really hard time getting sales because, well, honestly, like if somebody hasn't heard of Scentsy and you hand them this catalog, they're like, where do I start? So here's my advice. I always try to get people to buy a full-size warmer. So many of you got that $15 kit. This is, of course, not the nightlight that you got, but you got a nightlight. And that might be your only option, and that's okay. But my goal is to always get people to buy one full-size warmer. I don't care what else they get. Obviously, I want them to get some wax. But a full-size warmer. And why? Why? Because one full-size warmer is going to make like 300 to 400 or more square feet of your home smell good. People will fall in love with Scentsy because of that product. I just happen to have an old one sitting here, a discontinued one. So this right here will get you plenty of sales. People will fall in love with Scentsy. So what's different about Scentsy? I actually have a warmer going back here that I'm going to talk to you a little bit about. But what's different about Scentsy? So our wax is heated just over body temperature. So if you have children or pets and they touch our wax, it's not gonna burn them. One of the things when I used to do parties is I used to always ask a kid, and believe me, they loved it, to come stick their finger in our wax and show that it won't burn them. Now, will the light bulb get hot? Absolutely. If you grab onto it and hold onto it, yes, of course, but this thing has been on for weeks. I'm holding it in my hand. I'm totally fine. I can stick my hand in there. It's not going to burn me. So again, it's heated just over body temperature, so it will not burn anyone. No children, no pets. Now, let's see, what else about it? How much wax do you put in your warmer? So on a lot of the newer warmers, on the bottom, there's actually a number and it tells you the optimal amount of wax. I typically will put 3 to 4 cubes. And when I say cubes, each of our bars of wax has 8 cubes. I'll put 3 to 4, depending on how many warmers I have in the room maybe, or whatever. So 3 to 4, 4 is usually typically what I put, except for the more shallow dishes, I'll typically put 3. I had started to tell you something else about the wax and my brain, it just went, it flew by me. So anyway, I try to get people to, oh, I know I was gonna tell you, sorry. So how do you change the wax? Somebody just asked me, when do I know it's time to change the wax? Well, you know, because it doesn't smell any good. Remember, because our wax is heated just over body temperature, it's not going to disappear. When you burn a candle, all of that disappearing wax is not disappearing. It's going out into the air, it's sticking all over your walls, you're breathing it in. It's not okay. That's why when people ask, what kind of wax is this? Well, I only burn soy candles, or I only burn honey, what is it called? Beeswax candles. Well, the truth is, you're not burning, you're not releasing any wax into the air. You're not breathing the wax in. So it's okay. This is safe. This is not going to make a mess. It's not going to get all over your walls. So how do you change that wax? There's so many ways to do it. So you can, well, first of all, if this still smells good and it's say, let's just say this is sugar cookie, no, this is baked apple pie, and I know that my friend who's coming over hates the smell of cinnamon. So what do? I can open up, now this isn't the right container, but I can open this up, I can pour this wax right back into the container, it'll harden up and I can use it again later. Because again, it's just over body temperature. It's not gonna melt anything, it's not gonna hurt anything. The other thing I can do is I can just pop this right into the freezer, it'll harden up, it'll pop right out, I put it in a Ziploc bag, I can store it, use it again later. Now, if it's not smelling good anymore, there's so many ways to change your wax. You can just take this and pour it right into the trash can and wipe it out with a paper towel. You can get cotton balls, typically 1 cotton ball per every square that you put into the warmer. So just to show you, so it just absorbs the wax right up super easily. But we also have these little cotton grabs, cotton pads, gosh, I can't remember what they're called, but these things, and you can buy in the Scentsy family store. I mean, they're super cool, they're super cute, but they're expensive, so please don't waste your money on them if you don't have it in your budget. So all you do, it works really great, actually. Customers love them, they love to get these. But again, those of you who are new, don't waste your money. Just pour it into your trash can and wipe it out with a paper towel. But you will see that this pretty easily absorbs all of the wax, and look at that, isn't that cool? So I'm just gonna do that. And then what I usually do, and I'm actually gonna go stick it, because I can absorb a couple of different warmers out of it. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm just gonna sit it right here. And then I'll take a paper towel and wipe it. Now, another thing that you can do is, for those of you who go camping or like to do fires outside, I will keep a big Ziploc bag, and I'll actually use on purpose, I'll use paper towels to clean out all my warmers, and then I take that paper towel that's soaked in wax, and I put it in a Ziploc bag, and I have fire starters for my bonfires, or whatever kind of fires, even in your house if you use something to start fires. They work awesome. A little candle wax, and it actually smells good. So, we're gonna put more wax in that. I'm gonna pop out 4 more squares. I actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 warmers in this room, so I have plenty of warmers, but I put my 4 squares in. I'm gonna pop that back on, and I have some new smelling stuff. So that's how you change your wax. You can reuse your wax. Okay, so borrow bags. So for those of you, again, many of you have told me, well, I can't have people at my house, it's too small. I can't find any friends who want to buy this, they think it's too expensive, or whatever the excuses are. We're gonna be excuse busters. Guys, I know a girl who was 18 years old. She lived in a very, very poor area. She put on her back, she put her little warmer, her testers, and a catalog in her backpack, and she walked around, went to a little bit of a nicer area, knocked on every door, and asked them if they'd ever heard of Scentsy. So again, remember, one of the best things about Scentsy is that we're safe for kids and pets. The candle industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry. People love candles. Why wouldn't you want a candle that is safer, lasts longer, smells better? It's just better all around. So by the way, I didn't tell you one thing that I meant to mention, which is what I think I had forgotten earlier, is 1 container of wax that has my little cotton ball in it, but 1 container of wax is $6, right? This thing will last. Now, they're all different kinds of scents. Some scents are, they last a lot longer, like a musk is gonna last a lot longer than, say, a fruit, okay? A fruit, or a fruity scent. So it just depends on the types of notes, what kind of notes are in the wax. So 1 container of wax can last you anywhere from 40 to 100 hours, okay? More than 40. I don't think I've ever had a bar that only lasts 40 hours, but just to keep this legal, let's just say 40 to 100 hours. A full-size candle only gets about maybe 40 hours of burning time. Now the difference is you wouldn't keep your candle burning all the time. You'll only burn it for a couple of hours and blow it out. I never turn my warmers off. So that is how the wax, about the wax. Now, borrow bags. So for those of you, as I was saying, the girl who carried the backpack and walked around and got orders, she was an excuse buster. You can't have excuses. There are ways to do this. So here's what I would do if I were you. If I only had a nightlight and I didn't have a full-size warmer, then I would take my nightlight, I would take my 15 or 10 or whatever testers, I would put these in a little bag of some type, maybe something open preferably. If you want a bowl, put them in a bowl, put them in a basket, go to Goodwill and buy yourself a really inexpensive basket. Put this, put your testers, put 1 catalog, and maybe a couple of order forms. Put your information on everything so that they have everything. Do not leave this in the box. Nobody's gonna use it if you leave it in the box. Walk into your, I always say, medical offices, dental offices, hair salon, nail salon, massage places, anywhere like that where people have jobs. Banks, oh my gosh, banks. I've done lunch parties at banks that work great. So walk in and say, hey, you know, you guys have been my bank for such a long time, or you've done my hair for such a long time, or whatever, and I have a little borrow bag. I want to give you something to borrow. This is a new business that I have. This stuff is amazing, and I love it so much that I want to let you borrow it for 1 day. So walk right over to the outlet. Say, is that okay with you? You walk over to the outlet, plug it in, say, all we're going to do is put 1 little square of wax in here. When you guys leave tonight, just flick it off. By the way, you guys probably all know, oh hi Eric, hi. You guys probably all know that this turns, so if the outlet is sideways or upside down, it still works. So plug it in for them. Don't just leave it there because they're not going to plug it in. It's going to sit in your bag. But if you plug it in and you put that 1 square of wax in, it's going to smell amazing and they're going to love it. And then all they do is turn it off, so when you come pick it up, the wax is hard and it's already in for your next person that you're going to drop it off. So every other day, go into a new office, drop this off. That is what I would call a borrow bag. And for right now, now, for those of you who are new, just use wax and warmers. If you can get your hands on a full-size warmer, I would use this. I wouldn't use this unless I absolutely have to. I would use this. These are great for making a bathroom smell good or a really, really small area. This will make a really large area smell good. So, borrow bags. For those of you who have been a consultant for a while and everybody already loves the wax and warmer, do the same thing, but bring them a hand soap, bring them a bathroom cleaner, bring them, I mean, can you imagine if all of your local businesses used your bathroom cleaner to clean their bathrooms instead of going to Walmart and buying bathroom cleaner? Smells so much better, and they're supporting a local business. So, I hope that was helpful. I wanted to keep this short, and I've already hit 10 minutes, so have a great day, everyone.